tell her why you want to do that and how you can play this back?
That's just a mantra for myself and my friends and my family. Nothing has ever been given to us, and we've kind of like earned everything. So it's something that we live by. That's all.
What did you guys accomplish by kind of putting everything out in the open and having a talk before practice yesterday?
It was needed, and we're receptive. And the best thing about it is guys got everything out that they wanted to. Even with it being early in the season, it was good. So see how it translated onto the floor too.
Who surprised you the most in that capacity in terms of speaking up that you didn't think would have otherwise?
Everything happens for a reason. So, excited with the future holds for our team.
Understanding it's still number first. Standings look a little kooky right now. Does the shortened preseason have anything to do with that, do you think?
I'm not sure. For me personally, I didn't have. It was the worst training camp for me in my career because of the injury. I didn't get an opportunity to do the things that I like to do, and with the summer that I kind of had a setback. So, I was kind of already behind the 8 ball. So, it didn't matter if it was a short preseason or not with the injury that I had personally. So I'm not sure. We know that the season kind of started earlier. Everybody was kind of a little bit off rhythm for a little bit, but we into it now, so it's not much of an excuse.
Do you think that is actually the root of everything else that's gone wrong? You being hurt and being out for those critical 2 weeks?
No, I don't know. I mean, just like I said, the training camp has always been kind of like my favorite point of the season. It sounds weird, but to be able to get back into the things, get the team going, having that camaraderie, getting back on the floor, getting the system back in place, and so for me to be in and out is much more out than in. Be able to implement what I do, especially with 7 new guys, that kind of hurt.
Jason also, he mentioned about standings are a little crazy. I was going to come at it from the angle of has the rest of the league sort of caught up to how the Warriors play? They're not. The rest of the league isn't as good as the Warriors now, but are more teams better at moving the ball, playing faster, shooting threes? Like, did they close the gaps in terms of how this game is played?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the statistics right now from every individual team. I haven't looked at it. I haven't looked at the standings as well. So, every team is just trying to put themselves in a position to be able to compete with Golden State, especially in the West, and compete with us in the East. So to be able to be a team at the end of the year to represent the Eastern Conference in the finals or the Western Conference in the finals.
There's a bunch of defensive stats that don't look good for you guys right now. Is there one stat that you kind of strive for or look at that we should be teams under 42% shooting or under 100 points?
Most important, our transition defense. We got to do a lot better job than that. Even when we score, teams are getting up the floor at a high pace, playing with a higher pace against us. So, our defensive transition is something that we need to key on a little bit more, or a lot more, not just a little.
Coach talked about it yesterday. The change on the timeout. Player have to stay on the court longer. So what's your take on that?
There's been a lot of rule changes. There's been some things that's you got to adjust to it. Just like every year there's a couple of rule changes that you got to adjust to. So, with the timeout situation now being a lot different than it was previous years, you got to adjust to it. So, it's been a little weird to start the season, but you'll get used to it at some point.
Kevin said yesterday that the Halloween party kind of showed you a little bit about some of the new guys and came together. Do you feel like it came at a good time, and do you feel like some of the guys you hadn't really known well, you got to know them a little better?
When I have something, it's never a bad time. So it didn't matter if it was the best time or the worst time. When I have a shindig, it's always going to be a good time. So we had a hell of a time.
You seem pretty salty that he didn't win the couples award.
Who?
Kevin.
Oh, was it? Kevin has enough trophies in his house for my parties. Okay.
He wanted Kevin.
Yeah,
Korver.
I didn't win either.
He wanted Korver to win it, actually.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. Korver did win. Him and Channing split a win. I forgot exactly what the award was, but they split one.
How did Pennywise come together? How did you come up with the idea, and how do you actually?
I'm a horror movie freak. I love horror movies. I've always have since I was a kid. I've always been a fan of the It franchise, and once the new one came out recently over the summertime, that was an easy one for me.
That's a custom costume, I assume.
No, I bought that out of Walmart. Size and everything right off the rack.
Hi, how are you? Have either of you ever served in the United States military?
No, I'm not.
I was in the Army.
Air Force.
Marine Corps.
Thank you for all you've done for our country, and on behalf of the Cavaliers organization, we'd like to offer you tickets to our Hoops for Troops game on November 7th.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh, wow. Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
Salute our military by purchasing a ticket to the November 7th game versus the Bucks. For every ticket purchased, the Cavs will donate a ticket to a service member. Visit Cavs.com/troops to purchase.